Hello, hello, hello. Yep, it's been a week, and gonna be doing some more Grimshade. Was really enjoying the game last week, and yeah, I'd like to see how much more this game will do. Um, so, how about without further ado, we start this up. And if you've noticed, the opening screen now shows the three people we've got. So let's continue. At the Spicy Wind Tavern. Is Spicy Wind something you get after you have some of the, you know, the hot peppers you get here? Look good, kid. What do you need from me? Something on your mind? Let's see if we can't purchase some other things. Yeah, we know that. Okay, Kaiba's got a vest on. We bought a holster. Or no, wait. Let me just double check everyone's equipment. Okay, you... If I can buy in some for Kaiba here, that would be a good idea. Yeah, we bought the shoulder armor for Alistair. And that was it. Charlie, I shouldn't be too concerned with, because he's a background fighter. Same with Kaiba. But, yeah. Ether radio receiver. Yeah. Something like that, yeah. I wonder if this'll help Charlie shoot faster. So yeah, how about we get that, and... How about I get rid of some more of these guts and stuff? Because that just doesn't seem to be quite as useful as some other things. Like herbs, I can see how that will work. Metal junk, maybe? Gunpowder, ether devices, veggies, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, that goes into a shirt spot, I guess. That increase your defense or something? Who knows? Maybe I just wasted a lot of cash. Yeah, the tech in this area does seem to be very almost Final Fantasy VI level. Hey, Badger. Wind sends regards. Asked to pass along that you're serving rotten gar at the Spicy Wind. Even the Taiyan sells of mold in your filthy tavern. Oh. So, we're gonna kill these people. Associating Elnor with an animal that they resemble by name is considered a grave insult. As you should be well aware. Or do we need to refresh your memory with a solid whopping? Absolutely. Lay off, Badger. We're in Braun, not some filthy Elnor backwater. Us in the big city are used to being able to say whatever we want to whoever. Freedom of speech is not freedom of consequences, my friend. Whomever. Whatever, as I was. Oh yeah. Charlie, these are the bandits that attacked us in the sewers. Yeah. Small world. They're wind henchmen. Let's find out what they were after, shall we? As I was saying... It's a champion, Darcy. It's not a champion, Gug. Might I inquire why you gentlemen were snooping around the sewers, and why did you attack my protégés? We get our orders from the boss, and we're not in the habit of questioning them. And Badger, keep your nose out of other people. Hey, it's the kid from the sewers. I know, Kaka. Would you stop interrupting me? Gentlemen, please indulge us, or I fear you'll be very much worse for wear after I'm done with you. Now I told you if it's... Oh, okay, let's dance, Badger. Alright. No, wait! Charlie, don't start without us. Nice. From this point on, you'll have the ability to position your characters before the battle. Nice! Choosing the correct formation is very important. Tactical consideration. The optimal formation depends on plenty of variables and will greatly vary from battle to battle based on chosen characters, their skills, preferred playstyles, and enemy composition. Okay. Here are some recommendations. Don't forget that Sentinel can only provide cover when he's in the first row, obviously. Melee skills can only be used from the front row and only on neighboring enemies. Yep. Characters don't have an avoidance tokens are probably better off behind a Sentinel. Yep. Better have enemies towards your characters while under fire from them than the other way around. Makes sense. In this fight, it's recommended to place Alistair in the front row, but as far away from Mr. Kovian, bruiser with the club and shield, as possible. That way he has to waste of time to get into range. Kaiba and Charlie should be placed directly behind Alistair in rows 2 and 3. When you're happy with your formation, press the button indicated below. Okay. So how about we move everyone over to that side of everything and hit start. Ow. Darcy just used a dirty trick. Not only to use a melee attack from a distance, also applied unpleasant status to Alistair. Break defense, which is a dedicated sentinel killer. Status lasts for 2 turns, lowers armors by 10 points, and lowers maximum avoidance tokens by 2. Styling means Alistair can't avoid attacks this round. Can't do as long as his status is active. Yeah. You can either wait it out, this can be accelerated by using the fastest actions available to Alistair, or removed by using one of Kaiba's skills. Makes sense to me. So, how about... Yeah. Yeah, I could electrify myself. Remove negative. Taking me, Mac Krogan, not so fast. Alistair is the only character Darcy can reach with his backstab. Charlie's also vulnerable. No matter what you do, there'll never be a situation in this fight where Darcy won't be able to interrupt Charlie's preparation. Chandler's special reserve can help you mitigate this. Once used, this utility prevents Charlie's next preparation be interrupted by damage. Having Charlie move, stunned, or incapacitated, also moving or killing the target would still make the skill fail. Using this utility costs 0 time units. Charlie doesn't lose his position in timeline and will consume the utility item. Okay, so... dumb question. Did I have to... Did I have to equip the item? I have to equip items. Okay. 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 Let's... nope, I don't think you can break in battle to equip. I need a lot more wine. Yeah, that's fine. Skip. 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 Okay, whatever. Foes can't interrupt Charlie's preparation for the next action. Sounds good to me. Get drunk! Okay. Nice. And you're done. Yeah, how about we mark you for death? Oh, this is definitely going a lot better. Well, I got a bunch of stuff. Lucky coin! Current theory of probability, the clone is flipped n times and heads turn m times. Ratio of m to m should be approximately 1/2. Bigger is n, the closer ratio is to 1/2. Okay. Well, win. Okay, you win. But enough already. As I told you, boss doesn't tell us anything about the big plans. You have to go directly to the source if you want to know more. Sounds like a plan. Better watch out, Badger. Winds will get you one of these days. Damn you, Winds. Always up to no good at the worst possible time. What in the world do they want this time? Charlie, you have to catch up with them. Teach them a lesson they won't soon forget. Calm yourself, boy. You'll get your chance sooner or later. We have more pressing matters at hand. We should continue on our way. As for Winds and Associates, they're as much part of the city as the flagstones we're standing on. I'm certain this isn't the last we've seen of them. Best head for the stairs to Lower Braun, located in the southwest part of the district. Large wooden camera, obviously handmade. You can take a picture of your cat with it. Very important. Years go by and take with them our youth. Don't miss your last chance to make a lasting impression. What do you do here? Have you ever seen a camera? This is a camera. It makes me a photographer. I take pictures of people for money, you see. And what exactly do you take pictures of? Whatever they pay me. Portraits on a frame, weddings, ceremonies, feasts, even funerals. Even other kind of pictures. Funerals? Why would they want to remember such a sad day? Oh, I know, son. It's just tradition we have in the city. When you're a freelancer, you live from order to order. You don't get to choose a job, and you don't want to starve. Used to have a painter here named Balthazar. All the nobility would chase after him so he'd paint them. The naive fools thought his paintings had a healing effect. And that electric painter always would shoo them away and only paint portraits of commoners. You understand? He was always drawing some sick kid or blind old lady or other. Well, as a result, he died in poverty and oblivion. In recent years, he had to fill the stove with pieces of wooden frames of his own paintings. Okay. Well, that's sad. How does this thing work? It's called a camera, young friend. Catches light reflected off you and burns it in a thin layer of collagen on a glass negative. Got it? Actually, that's pretty accurate. Nice. Not really, to be honest. And leave it to me. You want a photo card for memory's sake? Just for 2,000 coins, you got a wonderful portrait as a keepsake. I don't have the time. Or the money. Cheapskate, you're skipping on the most important thing of all. Memories. Yeah, no. Anything interesting happening? Yeah, everything's as always, boy. Soldiers are fighting and thieves are stealing. Now the best spear has fallen on our heads. Plague take them all. Didn't stay in their city and bought a mess here. Now officers die here every day. Poor devils. They're my best customers, mind you. Always come in and take photos with their lovers. Another day, another girl in their arms. This is great until this mess started. Well, goodbye. Ooh, stuff. Gold and distilled water. I wonder if I can go back in to purchase more stuff. Are you Bespin spies? I don't remember seeing you earlier. I don't think so. Also, what was the button for highlighting stuff? Settings, control. Tab. Oh, no. Cancel. Continue. Okay. There we go. Fragrant Wind Tavern. I think that's a different tavern. It was the Spicy Wind Tavern that we came from. Fruit stands. You can buy everything they could grow inside the city walls. Mr. Drink. Such stuff happens on the street these days. I scrub it and sell it. Want to buy something? Well, this does at least tell me that metal junk and metal sheets are useful, so that's how it goes. Aunt Eloise's spice. Best spice on the street. Spice must flow. Loudspeakers inform locals of the last news, which is not so great lately, I'm afraid. Well, let's see what's in here. Abandoned printery. Ooh. Thick layer of dust on this printing press. No one's used it in ages. Leaving Eason. 3 weeks passed since the last towers of Eason went into the sea. The day that we rode almost touched on the thick fog. We have no charts in these waters. Weather was frightful. Our longboats was tossed around like a toy. Despite the fact that we were eager to step out on firm land, no one was prepared to do it. When we saw shore through the rain and fog, we understood that we were being dragged to the rocks. The moment this barge with fugitives could turn a mass grave, remember how our captain gave up. He just sat on the deck prepared to die. I heard a lot about ether, read a lot about it when I was a kid. Only that unfortunate day have I seen with my own eyes what a human being with ether controller is capable of. That young girl sat at the water barrels all the time. When the rocks were close at hand, she just stood up and walked to the stern calmly. She warped the sails to her, like she just raised her arms and pulled the cloth to her as if she held some invisible ropes. Despite all the laws of nature, the wind over our longship began to blow the other way. In a moment, the ship was dragged back to the open waters and turned onto starboard. When our boat stranded at some bay, our captain threw himself at that girl's feet and hugged her knees. He wept like a baby. The girl was air ether operator. The girl was air ether operator. Yeah, you can tell this is definitely not written by someone who speaks English. And could control the wind with the help of the 2 worn bracelets on her arms. She told me that these plain copper bracelets were in fact powerful artifacts which are known as ether controllers. I met people with controllers a few times. Every time it was something new, simple ring, battle blade, or even a small wooden flute that can be in ether controllers. Oh. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Huh, seems strange. Print shop is abandoned, but someone obviously lives here. Yeah. Terrible stench comes from the old dirty pot. You shouldn't look inside. No, definitely not. Oh, come on. From the collection of poems by Alma Surton. Darkness will answer for joy. For sorrow, the darkness speaks. Darkness will answer for bravery. The cowardly will it will conceal. The calculation, estimation, the perfect mind. That is the light. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Looks like an eye chart, but you're not sure. Old faded Agiprop poster depicts the champion in sheen leather uniform. Vegetables and distilled water. Bottle of guar and some metal junk. Nice. Pencil drawing of maple tree. Rat espionage. These notes were found on the dead body of an Eleanor from the underground organization Red Otters. We are all children of the ethers in different states of embodiment. Someone knows the alphabet of lives. Others know the alphabet of the wild boars of the wood. It took me only 2 years to learn to understand the language of gray rats from the animal kingdom. Huh. I named the smartest rat Matilda. Today was her first mission, to get into the alchemist's sleeping chambers and to count the beds. Matilda went there 3 times and she could only count to 10. She did great, my smart girl. If rats could be meddled, Matilda would have gotten her hero medal for today's raid. My girl stole secret papers from one of the leaders of this damned organization. In those papers, I found the family tree of all descendants of King of Easton. They're all members of the Order of the Alchemist. Gotcha. Yesterday, I decided to try a rat named Pierre. His mission was simple. It was to get into the room of the senior governor and steal his seal. Unfortunately, Pierre fell into the bowl of punch and was unable to complete the mission. Never sobered up a drunken rat before. Well, everything's got to happen for the first time. What a great day. Perfect day. I sent Matilda on the planned scouting mission. She brought back a large signet ring from the Office Supreme Live of the Order of the Alchemist. Inside the ring, there was the name Gorshik Pershaw was engraved. Our leader Maurice told me that this ring was given to Gorshik and Easton. Today, Matilda told me that she had seen how they built large capsules able to hold grown-up live, it looks like. I hate that the bottom line is cut off. Our concerns have legs, and libs continue to conduct experiments with ether tubs. Yep, that's what I named this stream. The Terrors of the Umbridge Weld, Old Sullen Story. Painting depicts wild fields. Artist has to imagine them. There are no landscapes like this in Braun. Let's check out what's upstairs. Old and faded landscape. Looks like someone tried to draw a flock of ducks in the sky, but the author got bored around the third bird. Child's drawing of a champion. Proportions are distorted, but obviously it was drawn with love. Unfinished drawing of someone or something heroic. Martial arts for beginners. School books on exact scientists and literature. Child's drawing picturing a brave warrior fighting a giant evil tree. Anything else around here? Not really, it looks like. Yeah. I mean, I'm running this in a window, but I tried to keep it large enough to be legible for me, but even here, I'm just like, eh. Do you like the color of my dress? I think it suits my fur. Yeah, I mean, it's a white dress, but it definitely contrasts your black fur really well. Brown soldier. As soon as all this is over, I'll go to the Dragon Tick for a month. I see. Graveyard space goes into more Graveyard space goes more expensive every day. Oh, gee. There's no place to bury the killed. I guess not. Alex Eschmeyer. Give life. Take life. Ugh. Lupia. I forgot to hold my sword properly. Okay. My hands are cramped, or crammeled of all this shoveling. Should get a wartime raise. Makes sense. Oh, all of these things are visible. Shava was my best friend, more than a friend. Oh. Lupa Shava, tiger in the form of a cat. And dating a fox. Major Tom Soul, the first and last Eleanor who tried to fly away from Braun using the hot air balloon. Miguel the Turtle. Rest in peace, old chap. Pity no one remembers how old you were. Well, Turtle. Okay, all of these seem to be animal people. Chrome Fawcett. Nellor who tried to catch the lightning. Okay, if all of these are human, I'm gonna be real... Pedro Acrobat performed deathly stunts. The last one didn't go well. Wow. Yeah, I read the translation of this game is not hot. Gustavo Dreyer died of insomnia. Now you can sleep well, friend. Dr. Lombada saved the city from the Umbridge twice. Went missing in the Umbridge well. We buried your personal belongings, brother. Maybe you're still alive out there. Maybe. Don't take up space under the tree, Flux. What you looking at? Examine 100 interaction objects with descriptions. Oh, well, that's a achievement. Frol Zukov. Exchange his life for the red card. Pierre Norris. I traveled the seas to get to try the Sargus. They say it has a unique taste. Well, did it? Margot Bouchard threw herself in the roof of the fold of the Lambert mothers. Ooh. Immortal Bill. The first word is crossed out. Mendy and Poussant. Killed by Margot Bouchard at the exit to the fold of Lambert mothers. Yep. So, oh yeah, some achievements in Steam games are less achievements and more just like markers of how far you are in it. And yeah, it seems like all humans on this side and all Eleanors on that side. That said, Eleanors do have a very small population, but still. Yunsk, not a dead that which can eternal lie. That is not dead, which can eternal lie, and strange eons, even death may die. Maybe that makes sense? Anyway, we're gonna drop ourselves a save here, just in case I'm going towards the next part of the game. Turnell House. Light spirit liquor. Strength hints that one could dissolve iron nails in it. Yep. This painting depicts a local graveyard. Picture perfectly fits the atmosphere of the place. Yeah. Label says Tears of the Dead. You are... Tears of the Dead. You are so don't want to know if it's truth or cutting sarcasm. Cutting... Okay. Let's take a look at your bookshelf. Big collection of anatomy tomes. Among other books, you notice several pulp fiction novels of dubious value. You can see several golden teeth among bandages, scalpels, and pliers. This closet can hold some skeletons. Literally. Private Harewood dared Private Hearth that the latter wouldn't be able to light a cigarette from a grenade. Won the argument. My dear Elizabeth, despair landed on our heads like molten ash of the awoken volcano. Second day, me and my brothers are fighting the invaders. Every second can be the last one for me. But remember, Bob Harwood is not a coward. He would fight until his last breath to defend the great kingdom of Braun. If you're reading this, I'm no longer alive, but know that my death wasn't in vain. Hail the great Braun! Billions of kisses upon you, my beloved. Tell our sons about my deeds. Okay. Private Rosario Hurth lit a cigarette from the grenade on Adair. Didn't win the argument. Private Lucky, 6 gunshot wounds, 2 fragment wounds, 3 sword cut wounds, and 26 Valkyrie pylon strikes. Ah, an ironic name, eh? Blood-soaked shirt. There's so many dead, no one cares for cleanliness and aesthetics of this place. Well, they should care, that's a disease. At first you thought there was more blood, but no, the poor guy simply choked with cranberry juice. How ignoble. Private Vincent Truffaut, killed by the enemy bomb while the bell tolled. Don't touch him! It's Grog, my gravedigger. He's asleep after the night shift. He's a weird guy, but takes like 5 men. Okay. Grim Pathonomical Still Life. That looks like Agent 47 from Hitman. Well, let's say hello to you. Wow, lively and talkative people. It's a great rarity among my guests. I'm happy to see you in the city morgue, my friends. How can I serve such rosy cheeks and beautiful lives? Well, and an Eleanor. Tell us about the recent incidents. A whole bunch of peculiar and exciting stories. What about the severed hand? How about the dead hero? And there's a mysterious case of young officer's death. Which one do you want to hear? Tell me about the dead hero. Soldiers are quite distraught over the whole ordeal. Captain Braun has passed. Who's that? He was the utmost respected officer in the garrison. He was well regarded as a saint by the soldiers. How'd he die? That's what's interesting. When they brought the captain here on a stretcher, he was full of holes like a sieve. On that day, there was a bloodbath in Lower Braun. Many wounded and dead. There was a rumor among the officers that he was specially tracked down and killed in an unfair battle or some kind of trap. There's something strange I can't let go. All the wounds are on his back, and the edges of the wounds are all charred. Almost like a betrayal, doesn't it? I mentioned the charred holes on his back. You can draw your own conclusions from that. This all sounds suspicious. He was clearly shot from close range. Remember who brought the captain's body? No, it was absolute chaos. Soldiers being brought in one after another. Some of them still alive. And some of them torn to shreds, so I didn't concern myself with who was bringing in who. Captain was brought in by a few grimy soldiers. All that I remember is that one of them had a lisp. Well, that's a small clue. We'll find him. Okay. Well, tell us about the hand. You know, I've seen all sorts of things in my time. This is the first. Some lowlifes brought me a wrapped bundle from the city sewers. Oh? In the faded newspaper was a human hand covered in army tattoos. Bury him just like any other, told me. Said to him, what's there even to bury? That's not all. Another old president inside. Hand was grasping a battered playing card. Could barely pry it open. My pliers almost broke. What exactly were the tattoos on the hand? Greg was written on the fingers. Also a pistol of some sort of pennant. Can we take a look at the card? Sure, here you go. There's an image of the sun on it. Strange card. Never seen anything like it. If it really is an army tattoo, we'll have to ask the local soldiers about it. It doesn't look like a battle wound. The wound looks like it was cut with a scalpel. Keep me in the loop if you hear anything. Love strange mysteries like this. Interesting. Tell us about the young man. Something strange happened here. Brought in a guy dressed in civil clothes. Turned out to be an officer. How do you know he was an officer? Those are peculiar questions, Badger. We search every body for personal belongings. This one had military ID and some weapons. Guys in uniform often come by here in connection with the latest events, but they clearly had something wrong this time. Didn't seem like he was hurt in battle. He wasn't tattered up for that. No wounds? Not a scratch. Body's delivered to me from either the front line or from the hospital. Latter case, cause of death is written on medical documents. In the former case, you usually immediately clear what the cause of death was. No need for doctors to tell you that. Someone has shell shrapnel stuck in his ear. There's no problem filling out the book of the dead. Can't wrap my head around what's going on here. You need to write something on the report. Cause of death still isn't clear. It's quite strange. Can we see the body? Of course, he's on the examination table. Just be careful. Don't touch anything. I have to work with it. Well, we want to know something else. What are you doing here? What does it look like I'm doing, my curious friend? There's a dead lib on that table, and there's another dead lib on this table. You can find some parts of 3 or 4 libs and 1 Eleanor. So this place is a morgue. And here's a corpse master, undertaker, forensic, and autopsist, all in one. My algorithm is, if you take the body in, you found the cause of death, and you write the deceased in the book of the dead. You buried the body. Simple as that. It's a tough job. How do you endure it all? There's a simple philosophy, my friend. Some people, when they arrive in this world, some people lead them, or when they leave it. Okay. Why not me, I once thought. Here I am, 30 years of cutting cold bodies and powdering pale cheeks. Are all morgue workers as cynical? Of course, my friend. You just can't live without it. Well, at least he isn't eating a sandwich like most people depict morgue workers. As my first and last teacher, old Mort, would say, if you gaze long enough at a corpse, the corpse will gaze back into you. Or the abyss would. He was a funny old chap, even asked to bury him upside down, and that's what was done. Grave diggers laughed and cried simultaneously when they buried their boss headlong. Interesting. What can you tell us about Braun? Oh, sightseeing is not my thing. Rarely leave this place, especially when Acts of War started. Yeah. Almost run out of place in the graveyard. Yeah. I told those tapists that we need a good crematorium. We live in the enclosed city, after all. Every piece of land counts. Makes sense. Why is it so cold here? It's just chemistry, my boy. Dead bodies don't live in warm room. They don't live in cold ones either. They're dead, but you know what I mean. What are we doing in this place? I'm sick of this place and the stories. I mean, makes sense. What do you have for trade? Blood, guts, teeth, sulfur, and caustic liquid. Well, I guess if I need more guts and teeth, I know where to find it. So all of these items probably... Hello, Mark! All of these items probably help us make items. Well, thanks for your help. We have to go. See you in morgue, my friends. Hopefully not soon. Shame that death took an officer when the city needed him most. I don't see anything special that could help us find the cause of his death. Look at his neck. There's green lipstick marks. Ooh. That's certainly a strange color. Never seen one like that before. And where did this handsome man come from? Brought him from the site, brought him here straight from the dragon. I'm guessing that's supposed to be right from the dragon tick. Oh, that's really strange. I've got a bad feeling about this. Well, let's start there, I suppose. Green lips at the dragon tick. Yeah, our bag is full of lots of awful. Well, maybe you guys know anything. Nope. It could be. Mother made you wear a hat? Do you hide your little horns under it? No. Mom works here, but she strictly forbids me from coming inside for some reason. Oh. Hello, brothers. You're drunk as a skunk. You could say that. So what? Are you my mother or something? I don't need moms. I'm better off alone. I drink if I want, don't if I don't. Why don't you drink inside the dragon tick? I think it's great right here. The wind, the sky, the fountains, all are lovely. Let me guess, you got thrown out. Why are you bothering me? Get lost. What do you do? I'm a professional in the field of wine testing. At your service. They haven't quite yet made him wine. Would not try. I mean, Bagram. And where'd you get the money for all these tastings? You don't look like a hard worker. That's none of your L or business. My money comes from where I get it. Well, have a good one. Yeah, I'm guessing this is the dragon tick. Yeah, I need to do Isco Elysium at some point. Luxurious carpet with an embroidered dragon. Burnt by cigarettes in several places. Still looks rich. Well, this is definitely a bit higher class, but I think I'd prefer Charlie's place. How many fortunes were spent at this table? Probably a lot. Game's not over. Looks like players were interrupted. Probably because of the war. No time for games when war's at the door. Yeah, exactly. Okay, whole bunch of people there. At this picture, one of the girls frozen in a very awkward position. You try to understand what's going on, but Charlie forces you away. Another picture of a half-naked lady. The words Isaac Newton Reunion Square inscribed on the picture. And on all the others. That must be the local photographer's autograph. On this picture, two young men dance tropefully. It's the most decent picture of the place. Complicated wind instrument. Each slice is covered with a lipstick of different colors. Local ladies try to bring new talents to light after the 6 glasses of sparkling wine. Oh! Instrument of very respected musician Max Ochki. Screwed to the wall with the bolt, send some message. Yeah. Very ancient and very beautiful flute. Peculiar creation of local craftsmen. Looks like it runs on dark ether. Well, let's talk to you. Hello, friends. We've got the juiciest and tastiest treats for you here. Oh boy. Stella Kirsch at your service. We're trying to find out the circumstances the young officer died under. Know anything about that? This piece of gossip is locked for now, darling. Come back later. Okay. Anything interesting been happening? It's a nightmare, my boy. The war's taken the lives of Brahm's best soldiers, and they're our best clients, as you might well imagine. Why do you dress so brightly? It's kind of a uniform, my dear. Job apparel. Why don't you want to do something else for a living? Me and the other girls would be glad to work elsewhere. Not much choice in the city, and Madame Ruby takes care of us. So don't ask stupid questions. The time will come when you understand. Well, goodbye. Goodbye. Helen. Prettiest girl in Dragon Tick at your service. Oh boy. What's a pretty girl like yourself know about the officer who was taken to the morgue a few days back? The issue you're asking about is a very touchy nature. I can't answer. Where are we? We're under the stairs, boy. Oh, sorry, you mean what this place? Then I'll tell you with pride. You're in the Dragon Tick. Dragon Tick is the most beautiful, has the most beautiful women and best aged wine. And what a terrible name. What do you do here? You're still young to know about that, boy. What is this thing? It's a musical instrument called the ether piano. Plays itself without needing a musician. There's only 10 tunes to choose from, though. Can't listen to them anymore. Bye. Well, let's ask Alice. How can I help? There's a handsome officer lying in the morgue. Said he was brought from here. Do you know anything about that? My dear crony baloney, why don't you sniff around with your furry snout? I'm not allowed to talk about it without my Lady Ruby. Okay. What is this place? You're in the Dragon Tick, young sir. Best place in the city for gentlemen, but it's a bit too early to explain why. What do you do here? I hope there'll be no places like this when you grow up. Alice, your real name? Yes, the name of a girl with an old book. My mom loved it. Ah. Your mom probably wouldn't be happy to see you here. She has been gone a long time, so she'll never know. The choice of profession in our closed-off city isn't what one would call great. Well, gotta go. See ya. Champagne? The other day an officer's life ended here. We need to know exactly what happened. What a nosy Eleanor you are. Maybe you have your guardian badge? I won't discuss the matter without my lady. Ah, what a fabulous man I'm with. Psst, your name Gerald, right? Well, look who it is. Long time no see. What do you do when you're at the Dragon Tick? I'm an athlete, can't you tell? For days I exercise with weights in the backyard. I can lift a horse, bend a manhole with my bare hands, and do push-ups with 3 bags of coal on me. I wouldn't have guessed that at first glance. That's because of my clothes. I'm not scrawny, my muscles are hidden under my clothes. That's why girls flock to me like butterflies to flower. Ha ha ha! Who are these ladies to you? Well, aren't you nosy? They're my nurses. One tortures, the other nurtures. One pours the elixir, the other gets herbs for the sick, sir. Those are strange healing methods for your nurses have. Don't get smart with me, you raccoon, or whatever you are, or else Uncle Gerald will file down your fangs. That should make you behave. Wow, what a jerk. Like my uncle always says, if you say no to smoke and drink, you'll live an empty life, so you better think. I see you clearly follow the advice of your elders. So you come around here often. Anything interesting around? I don't give really a hoot about what's going on. Came here to see my chicks. Come here, darlings. Well, see ya. Oh, sweet boy, Mux might have some candy for you. Well, let's go say hi. Not for candy, but, you know, just to say hi. It's the best booze in all of Braun. Need to know about the incident involving the officer. Tell us what you know. Excuse me, gentlemen, but this incident has caused too much trouble already. Unless there's no Scarlet Lady in the building, I won't talk to you about any officers, dead or alive. Can I have a drink? Oh no, darling. There's no drink suitable for children here. I only have candy for you. Kneecaps for a character we don't have yet. And a top hat for a character we don't have yet. Spice, vegetables. What's up? When you don't know what's going on, it's best to ask the barmaid. They say no more champions in the kingdom, no one to protect us from the Umbridges. Well, look at all those people around. Nobody cares. See ya. Same goes to you, sweetie. Also, speaking of, can I forge another special reserve? I need... Okay. I've got 15 water. I think I might need more honey. Okay, then I have no idea why I can't produce anymore. Well, let's see what's upstairs. Yeah, if they allow us up here. What are you doing up here, little one? Nothing. Is that you, bold one? Darkness take you. I have my day off. Photographers like take pictures of smoking models in different states of undress. Here's a beautiful half-naked lady is smoking a cigar. Looking at a picture and can't understand a thing. Like, it's anatomically impossible. Well, local photographer seems to use photo manipulation. Photo of a local courtesan, Alice, in big letters below, Best Worker of the Month. Moonlit light over the dragon tick. Figures of the patrons are blurred due to a long exposure. It's the only landscape picture here. Jared, is that you again? Give me some rest. Hear loud, rhythmical breathing from behind the door. Probably someone taking an exercise there, but you're not sure. You probably shouldn't peek inside. Yeah, I don't want to get kicked out of Twitch. Or is it that I couldn't make anything because I wasn't in a haven? That's the problem. I wasn't in a haven. Okay, okay. Don't tell scary stories about the Umbrage Weld for no reason. Okay, I won't. They say there's a telescope in the fold. One can look through the stars or at the stars through it. Well, yeah, probably. Black tar and metal sheets. More metal sheets and metal junk. Peek in the Eleanor Talburn if you have some free time. Water there makes your fangs cramp. Okay. Possibly. I think that might be this map here. Well, can't find that. Find a soldier with a lisp. Oh, plenty of stuff. Very true. Let's see, is there anything else going on in here? If I recall right, wasn't there a... Could have sworn there was like another path or something like that. Okay, I can't head up there. Managed board with violent lighting hints at fatal consequences of getting inside. Don't push your luck. All roads lead to, well, no, all rivers run. Darn it, not actually rivers. But anyway, everything flows here. Oh, okay. And I guess we've unlocked the sewers as a fast travel point. I guess let's head to here And it looks like the Captain Braun quest is around here. Passed through here just before my run-in with Valkyrie. They were turning this whole neighborhood into a military staging area. The best spare army has managed to dig in deep. Got camps all over this place now. All of this makes no sense. They're able to take lower Braun so easily. Why haven't they moved in the middle and upper tiers of the city? They didn't come with a large force, so I suppose they don't have much of a choice, really, seeing how we were surrounded by Umbridge Weld. One really does not want to break camp for the night if those woods, one actually wants to have an army to take a city in the morning. Although taking the city doesn't actually seem to be like what they're after in this case. Why make a move on the city if you're not trying to conquer it in its entirety? An enviable position to be in, for sure. I doubt they're expecting that the land itself would conspire to reject them. And now they're stuck here, between a wounded beast and the encircling darkness. It's no walk in the park, that's for certain. Yeah. Whatever their reasons, what I don't get is where are the champions? Why isn't the crown trying to drive the invaders out of the city? What is the Order of Alchemists doing? Why hasn't King Wilhelm or Councillor Gorse made any public announcement? What is going on here? One way or another, this place is dangerous. We have to keep moving. There! Another champion! To arms, men! The darkness has consumed him. We shall cleanse these cursed lands from desecration. We're just standing here. Okay, yep. Everyone way in back. Sounds like a good plan. Let's turn on the electric carapace. And aspect of broth. Okay, get rid of your avoid there. How about we heal you? I'll keep you shielded. Boom. And there we go. Win! Cursed lands, desecrations. I do not get it. That's the northwest part of the district. Follow the road north, we can't miss it. Okay, Red Card and Captain Braun are in here. Okay, no shield soldiers. That makes life so much better. Well, if you guys aren't going to move, I'll just, make sure you don't do much of anything. Have you heal up. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, let's give you a poke. Yeah, let's just get rid of you. I'm gonna do an aim shot with him. Get rid of your shield. Heal you. Zap yourself. Nice avoid. You're gonna do that little hangman's noose thing, but that's fine. Yeah, but let's just cure you. And shoot you. Oh yes, plenty of martial art of gun. Bunch more stuff. And I do like that it saves after every successful fight, so. And more money and junk. Look there, his glove! Evil incarnate! Prepare to die, beast of darkness. Why are you so violently opposed to dark ether energy? You were the guys who invaded us! What does it make you? Uh-oh. Yeah, how about let's go back to that other side. Ow. Poke. Let's make you no longer a thing. Oh. Well, you guys are getting smarter. Uh-oh. Well. Pooh. Well, let's get rid of you. gives them the right to invade our city and claim we're the evil ones? What did we ever do to them? Charlie? One thing's for certain, they're hunting down all of our ether operators. Maybe we see them as a future threat, which is better dealt with sooner rather than later, or perhaps they're looking to claim the dark source for themselves. But then the question of how and why they found out about our source arises. Barely a decade had passed since the Order of Alchemists tapped into his powder. Considering the increasing overwhelming difficulty of travel through the world, we've been entirely isolated from the rest of Hardfur for nearly 20 years now. I doubt their Valkyries can fly such vast distances without resupply. I'd say this is likely the first contact we've had with these people in over 50 years. Okay, well. Since you are injured, how about we run back to Spicy Wind and have everyone heal for free. Yay! Free healing! Yeah, it seems like KO'd people at least get up after battle. Oh, it looks like people show up after combat as well. That's actually not a terrible thing. Because theoretically, that could mean that while there's no experience points in this game, yeah, you just have to walk into the tavern and you get healed up. But yeah, if I can respawn these enemies, well, that means I don't have to really worry about you know, equipment. Yeah, that would be free, excuse me, free money. Speaking of, how much cash do we have on hand? Over 1,000? Okay. Stop to look at an empty glass vessel. Okay. Power plant unit buzzes and crackles softly, like the network is strongly loaded here. It could. Okay, start battle. Yep. Well, we're gonna kill your defensive. Okay, how about we do stuff a bit faster? Yeah. Yeah, Charlie's gonna be dropping. Yeah, everything does seem to be equipment based. So, I think the next thing I definitely want to pick up would be the armor vest for Charlie. Yeah, pretty decent battle music. And now you're going after Kaiba. And Kaiba's tension is maxed out. Yeah, the AI is getting a little better. Yeah. Okay. Look good, kid. What do you need from me? Something on your mind? Purchase. Okay, so let's buy a red vest. Oh! Also never equipped your holster. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, increases 1 defense and adds 5 more hit points. I like the sound of that. Oh, and that only just gives you plus 10 brain tension. Okay, I mean, that's not the worst thing. Oh! That lucky coin is an item. And gives a chance for an extra reward at the end of battle. Ooh. Um, it looks like there's 2 armor slots, 2, excuse me, accessory slots, a, potion slot, melee, ranged. I mean, it depends on the character, it looks like. Yeah, the necklaces are like accessory slots, it looks like. Oh yeah, much more loot. Okay, now that I have people with far more defense, this should be better. Okay, a lot more money. I like the sound of that. First, I want to visit my family. Okay. Yeah, a bit of a bag. Young man, where have you been? You've had me worried sick. Be on your best behavior, Kiba. This woman is strict as they come. Good day to you, Olivia. Be gentle with the boy, would you? He's been a real hero defending the people of Braun, helping the soldiers drive the invaders away from the streets around the tavern. Even rescued this child from the Ember's world. Chandralia Glassington, I know you'd be involved in this somehow. My late husband was sung as a hero in the highest tower of the fold from the lowest gutters of Shade Row. What did he get? Where did that get him, I ask? An unmarked grave somewhere in the well, slaughtered by mindless beasts. You and him both filling my poor boy's head full of the tales of your fool adventures. No wonder he runs off in, the moment the city is attacked. Why are you still here, Mom? They evacuated the citizens to the upper district. This is the house of Garuda your father and I built. I'll not leave it, Alistair. I refuse to. Oh, big brother, you're alive. Mother was so worried about you. She even cried, but she told me it was a secret. Hi, Trixie. How are you, my little fidget? I'm all right. Mom doesn't have to worry so much. No reason to worry at all. I have strong friends with me who'll help me keep me safe. I'm glad nothing bad happened to you, but you should have gone to a safe place. Mom, I just knew that you wouldn't budge, even when faced with a foreign army. Alistair, I was so afraid something would happen to you, and I would lose you too. The spare soldiers have barely touched civilians, but they've been merciless with our own troops. Our champions resisted for a while. I saw one of them head for the southern streets, pursued by the enemy. Then I heard the sounds of battle slowly fade to silence. Now it's just the bluecoats I see pass by the windows. The widows. I'm sure that's windows. I presume Braun did not win this battle. All the more reason to get you and Trixie to safety, my lady. Alistair, please take off that gauntlet. As long as you're wearing it, you're in grave peril. You aren't even a real champion. You were never accepted to undertake the initiation. Why do you persist in this foolishness? No! I'll prove to everyone what I'm capable of. With the city being overrun, the champions being hunted, and all this violence. Mother, please stop. You never believed in me. Well, yeah. Olivia, may I have a word? Your husband was a great man, a steadfast friend, and served the city and the crown with honor. I don't need this right now, Charlie. A great man doesn't leave a widow and 2 children behind to fend for themselves. And now my only son has got in his impressionable head that he must follow in his father's footsteps. Not the worst of paths to follow, Olivia. Not by a long shot. Does it do nothing for your aching heart to see so much of our beloved Stephen in the boy? Alistair holds a deep admiration for him. This is not something you can forestall any longer. Oh, Charlie, I do want him to follow his calling, and my heart soars at the sight of his determination. But I fear for his safety. He's still so young, and yet surrounded by so many dangers. Why did this have to happen now? Why did they have to come? This is unfair. When has it ever been, dear Olivia? When has the world ever been safe or fair? It's not one thing, it's another. Shelter the boy no longer. Let him face danger without and within for his own terms. I promise I shall prevent anything irreversibly terrible from happening to him. Look here, boy. Go and check up on Alistair. See if he's what he's up to, all right? I have more to discuss with his mother. Sorry you had to see that, dear, but sometimes it can't be helped. Let's see. Ooh, coffee. Scent of strong coffee fills the room with this invigorating aroma. Layer cake harmonica, brand's renowned dessert. Or pancakes. Here's an old dinnerware set in the cupboard. Looks cute. I want to become a champion when I grow up, just like my daddy and brother. I think our mom is a champion too. Even without a gauntlet, she is the bravest. Forgive me, please. A mother's fear for her child's safety is one of the world's most powerful and complex emotions. But it's only because I love him so much. Please go see Alistair. There's more that I need to discuss with Olivia. Can I leave? I better go check on Alistair, like Charlie said I should. Yeah, probably. I shouldn't go in a war zone alone. I was never a champion, Kaiba. My father, Stephen, was. Half of Braun knew his name. He was a wise, strong, and just man. And then he died. Never found the body. Defended the walls of the city from the Umbridges his entire life. Yet all we have to remember to him are his weapons and pieces of armor. Still out there, lying in an unmarked grave somewhere. Followed what his honor dictated, walked the path of righteousness and justice, defended the people and everyone in need. He was a champion. And what am I? Just strapped on his gauntlet, taught myself a few moves the soldiers used to fight the Umbridges, and imagined myself a worthy successor to his name. Champion is defined by their actions. We helped the people out there. You helped. And those people praised you as a champion. When Bespair's soldiers attacked you, they thought you were a threat because you are a champion. And you proved them right every single time. Oh, dream well, Mark Sanders. You're awfully well spoken for your age, you know that? Thank you, my friend. This means a lot to me. You're right. I can do this. I know I can. Need to find the remaining champions. If fighting has stopped and hardly anyone has seen any of them, something must have gone terribly wrong. They need our help. His favorite weapon. You can't kill with it, but in a tight spot you can confuse and disorient your opponent. Effective yet humane. This is so like him. Kaiba, I'm going to need your help if we're to drive Bespair up the street. You with me, buddy? Father never spoke of how exactly he became a champion, but there's an initiation ceremony performed by the alchemist, which means the only people who can manipulate Aether, other than the two of us, are the champions and Alakites of the Order. Good luck finding an Alakite, let alone getting anything out of one. So our best bet to shed any light on what we found in the forest and your abilities to find a champion. If you didn't go through the initiation, how are you using your father's gauntlet? Honestly, I have no idea. I couldn't get so much as a spark flying other than to get a nasty shock myself till the day of the invasion. I even scarred the side of my face one time, one particularly nasty attempt at activating it. Ah, that's what that is. And then it just worked. Like it'd always been a part of me. Maybe I finally found the right potion recipe, or my heredity kicked in. Maybe something got passed down from father. Perhaps the champion might know more. That's very interesting. Also, my eyes are now completely black. What's interesting is brewing potions. I got a whole alchemical lab not far from here. We'll go get it when we attack Bespair camps. Happy to help you, Alistair. So, we found a new weapon. Flashbang. Riot suppressing weapon. Non-lethal but effective. Formed a shot with diversionary ammo at a target in direct range and deals 8 points of damage, fire damage to it. Target's tension increases by 10 and it receives confuse. Peacemaker or Dischain. See, it is a far slower weapon. And it gives more tension to me. But... does a lot more damage, so we'll try it. Every blade in this stand has a name. Most of them are female. Oh boy. At the border of light and darkness, Volume 2. For many years, your obedient servant has struggled to meet these creatures. People say they're extremely rarely seen. Lusters of light source spawns are in a way opposite of well-known umbrages and are spawned by the dark source. Yet umbrages are just the embodiment of a single desire. They are mindless and want to devour light. On the other hand, luster, according to the ancient texts, is versatile and unpredictable. That is guided by its cold, rational mind, which cannot be understood by emotional creatures. When I saw it, I thought it was the new sun that had appeared under the jungle canopy. My eyes couldn't bear to look straight at it. Oh, how I scolded myself for not taking my darkened glasses with me. I took them everywhere, but right on that day I had left them back at the camp. So I abandoned all hope to see the reason of my long and complicated journey. I could see its elongated limbs. It was quadrupedal, I suppose. Possibly horn, but the main thing, it emanated radiance. Radiance and coolness. I felt my whole body was drawn towards the luster, and that my heart sang. In that moment it flashed even brighter and disappeared, leaving me bewildered. From that day I became obsessed with these creatures, even more. I wanted to find them and establish a contact. Unlike the umbrages, the lusters are sentient and can have incredible knowledge. Okay. Pencil drawing of the champion Cassius. Looks like the author was a big fan of the Great Warrior. Order of Light and Darkness, Volume 1. Umbrages are vile creatures, spawned of the dark source, mindless, ruthless, and willing to devour the living. Like a lamp lures the moth, the light of the sentient creatures attracts the umbrages. Oh, what a grim fate awaits those who perish in the claws of the umbrages. Poor thing won't die, but turn to a creature and are tortured by the darkness. Ooh. The carcass overgrown with the disgusting polyps. Who knows? Maybe the devoured can remember being human. Maybe they suffer till the coup de grace ends their torment. If the last is true, the one to deal the coup de grace has in their own hardships to deal with. Dark ether released after the death of the devoured forms the new umbrage, and the rapturous spawn driven by the soul desire. How hard for me it was to Jonathan's familiar features, distorted by the darkness. But alas, Jonathan is no longer in that husk. These words I repeated myself while unloading my rifle with the bullets made at the fold of the Lambe mothers. Not killing my friend. It's pure mercy, I convinced myself, but years I still fear his deathly groan. Yeesh. Warrior of Light, poetry book describing the main life principles of the champions. Yeah, balance is definitely interesting. Young chemist, sweet, not suit. Judged by the shells, someone tried to modify pistol ammo. That makes sense. Alistair. I love you, Mum, but I'm going out there. City needs its champions. That includes me. I'll not allow the invaders to prowl these streets unchecked and hunt my brothers. Don't try to dissuade me. My mind's made up. Alistair, son, I love you, and I understand. You're courageous and stubborn. Just like your father. I ask only one thing. Come home safe. I promise, Mum. Olivia, you and Trixie must get to safety. Out of the question, Charlie. I'll not beg for handouts at the fold. I doubt the Bowie gets a stubborn streak from Stephen. Oh, no, no. I don't want to go to the fold. I'm scared of the mothers. They always hide their eyes. No, Trixie, I wouldn't dream of sending you and your mum to that place. We have spare rooms at the Spicy Wind. It's built like a fort, and Ellie Eleanor worth 3 lives in a fight. Safest place in the city that isn't the castle. Good. I was about to say, why don't they go to the tavern? Yeah, it's time we got our hands dirty and figured out what the darkness is going on with the champions. What these fanatics from Bespire want with our city. It's much calmer in here, thank the light. Can I come with you, big brother? Please? We need to clear out all the Bespire camps from the Lower Broad. While we're at it, we should collect some of the gear I managed to store up over the years in different stashes throughout the city, including my brewing set, which I need so I can create champion potions. Besides, we might find some leads on whereabouts of the champions, or their fates. Family first. Rescue Alistair's mom. What good, kid? What do you need from me? Something on your mind? So I haven't purchased much. That's fine. Yeah, I don't need to get a vest anytime soon. Goodbye. Okay. Got another potion. Or another drink, I guess. Whew. Yeah, still enough time and continue onward. Oh, you guys again. It's the Badgering's ridiculous friends. What does the boss usually says? They can't fight back if they see you coming. No, I don't think the boss ever said that. Let's give him a taste of what back alley gents can really do. Since when are we calling ourselves that? We got a walloping last time, Darcy. I don't think we should. Since now, maybe the name will stick. Stop whining, we can do it. I doubt it. The name or us winning? Both. Hey, Badger, they say your tavern's full of rats. Oh, wait, that's your patrons. Good seating's abroad. Stay away from the Spicy Wind. Their guar stinks of piss and their food is full of badger hair. Dragon's Tick is the place to be. Quality service and a luxurious establishment. If by quality you mean availability, luxury my left foot. It's a den of vice and depravity, the likes of which any reputable person would avoid like the Umbridges. In the Spicy Wind you can relax in pleasant company behind a pint of fragrant guar. Fragrant, ha! More like pungent. People drop like flies from that swill of yours. I'll drop you like a fly, you inbred ass. Who do you call inbred, you flea-ridden raccoon? You and your stinking band of deadbeats, along with that boss of yours from the Dragon Dig. Oh, Charlie, we got a kid here. Well, agreed. You get the point. Very clearly. That touch it, Badger. Wins, boss. Well, well, what do we have here? Someone telling dirty little lies about my honored establishment. Where do you get off using such atrocious language to address my place of beauty and sophistication? Your goons were bad-mouthing my tavern again. I won't stand for it. Wins, your so-called palace is just a brothel. No. I'll skin you alive and use your hide as a throw rug at the door of the Tick. Boss, darkness take you. Did you hear that, good citizen Braun? Do you see what's happening here? The kingdom is in turmoil. Invaders are taking our city for themselves, killing our protectors. This insufferable Eleanor has provoked the trio of innocents into meaningless bickering, spreading discord and contempt among us. At such a difficult time for our beloved Braun. Psst, hey Ruby, easy on theatrics. What's gotten into you? Boss, the kid. How dare you interrupt me? We're actually in a bit of a hurry, so if you can please wrap this up, we'll be on our way. Spiteful miser, I'll teach you a lesson myself. Hey boss, the kid we told you about. Right, show's over. Oh, Badger, you have bested me. Something, something. I'll have my revenge, etc. Nothing to see here. Everyone back to your homes. You got families to defend. What? Come on, move it, people. I won't say it again. You can go, boys. I'll be in touch. Badger, I'll let you off the hook this time. I have business to discuss with you. Not now, Ruby. We're very busy. Busy, right. What's got you so spooked? That Wawaroo lets you take that rifle of yours off the wall. Enough! Can someone in this light-blessed city please tell me what's going on here? What do the tavern and the dragon tick have to do with anything? Why are the two of you fighting in 1 second act like old pals the next? The city's in danger. We have no time for this. Huh. Well, look who's found their voice all of a sudden. It's that soldier boy who keeps hanging around the tavern all the time. Thought he couldn't string 2 words together if his life depended on it. I used to think he was a mute. Do I know you, lady? I doubt it, handsome. And who's this? Why would this little sweet darling... What's your name, sweetheart? What do you do in the company of this awful Badger and his muscle-headed pal? My name's Kiba, Mrs. It's Miss, thank you very much. I'm Ruby. Ruby Winchester. Probably heard of Wins? Well, that's me. No, miss, I don't think so. Oh, he blushing. As I was saying, I have something I need to ask of you. My friends lost something in the sewer. Then they found it, but this something got damaged while it was lost. I'll damage their face of your friends if they ever try to pick a fight again. Oh, I'm shaking, I'm shaking. What I'd like to know is where the blasted hell what the blasted hell did you do with the Lodestar? The what? Alistair, what's this all about? This, Badger. This is about your friend taking something that doesn't belong to them and then breaking it. We didn't break a damn thing. I found Kaiba alongside that crystal of yours. Then those bastards took it from us. Maybe they're the ones who broke your precious whatchamacallit. And want to blame it all on us. I think another headache is setting in. Listen to yourselves. You're bickering like little children. One found a toy, the other broke it. I didn't find it, technically. Great talk. Need to go over to Lower Braun. Take care. How fortuitous. I have business there too. Let's go. What? Hold on now. Hardly know you, miss. That's right, lady. This is important. We have no time to play your silly games. Ooh, so serious. Charlie, please. I really need to accompany you. Right then. Alistair, Kiva, I say we let her tag along. She's got a sharp tongue, but a sharper dagger still. What we're about to do, we need all the assistance we can get. But... Great! Since everyone agrees, no point in waiting around. More party members! Congratulations, you got reinforcement. Ruby's master of secret murders and spectacular tricks. She's able to stand up for herself. She has quite specific mechanics. Whew! Ruby's first skill is Concealed Attack. Ruby can use it against any foe with an empty cell near them. To use this skill, Ruby needs to stand in the front row or be in invisibility mode. Note that this attack is considered to be a melee one. Second skill are Jolly Tricks. Actually, one has to have a peculiar sense of humor to appreciate the jolliness. For example, Ruby can throw a paper or party popper with confetti at her foe. All actions of the affected foe will be moved down the action queue. Ruby's passive skill are Giant Blades. With her first blade, Ruby can avoid attacks and counterattack if her foe stands in melee range. Counterattack is not considered a full attack. Besides that, Ruby, like Alistair, is an ether operator. If you upgrade her amulet, don't forget to do that. She can deal light damage to her foes. Blind them. Blinded creatures can't use range skills. Okay. Hide and seek. Ruby plays hide and seek masterfully. It's her technical skill, not connected to any equipment. She can always hide when Ruby is undercover. She begins her preparation. If it's successful, Ruby becomes invisible. It's interesting that the thief character is our light user and our main warrior is our darkness user. Invisibility allows Ruby to perform attacks with her first weapon from any row. Besides that, while Ruby is invisible, she can't be targeted by foes. Ruby will become out of invisibility if she deals damage or receives one from an area of effect attack, for example. Okay. So, Hornets and Loverboy grants Ruby its mutual status. Huge knife, Ranger Start blade. And Party Poppers. And Shala's Gift. And use 2 light ether, which I had in. Yeah, the text is unfortunately kind of set in the UI. I've got 3 whole gold to rub together. So, while I know it's a little bit early, I think I'm going to, I think it's more like, you know, those, you pull at them and they snap things like in, Great Britain. I think we should start with the northeast, past my homes, close to the middle city where the Despair soldiers haven't taken a foothold yet. It means we'll face less resistance there. Then we'll move on to more difficult area. Let's stretch these cranky old bones. Onward! And by onward, I mean let's start taking out enemies. Okay. There's a much stronger gun. Okay, why can't I do anything with you? Okay, more stuff. Yeah. There's a lot of games that I played that use that kind of thing for the loading screen. Pretty much all the Suikoden games do. And yeah, it's kind of fun. Should exercise caution from here on out. I can see soldiers patrolling. Keep an eye on those medical supplies. If we run out, should head back to the tavern. Maru always has some in stock. Right, keep that in mind. Ready, Kiba? Ready! Okay. Skill conditions are not met. I'm really glad you... Oh, right, they're flying, so you can't use, melee attacks. Oh, that's an ow. And might as well heal you up. Money and stuff. For the crown, for brawn. Too much grandstanding, handsome. Where did I put those damn bullets? Winds tear me to shreds. What they're throwing at us now? A woman, an elderly, a lower dog, and a pair of rascals? Wait a minute, that's a dark champion. I thought we were got all of your filthy ilk. Careful, men. Don't let this one turn. You'll pay for what you've done. Eleanor dog, eh? I shall deal with you personally. Okay. Oh. Oh, can you actually fight this time? No. There you go. Finally. Let's just take you out. And there goes Charlie. Oh, okay. I have to find a place for her to teleport to, and then from there, attack an enemy. Wow, that is very unintuitive. For taking their words at face value, it seems like all champions have been defeated. If that's true, then Braun is now defenseless. Our army's courageous, but they're small in number, trained to fend off the Umbrages, not fighting a siege. What do you mean, don't let him turn? Turn where, or into what? Most foul, cruel, bad-tempered beast you've ever seen. There's no time for jokes, Ruby. Oh wait, looks like you've already turned into one. I'll ignore that. Don't know what they're talking about, Kaiba. First statue is very close. It's in a wall in the house to the north. Let's grab it and head for the barracks in the east. But that is going to be for next time. Ooh. So, yeah. Definitely a bit of a slow-moving game, but definitely still enjoyable. But yeah, suppose when we come back, we'll definitely have a bit more of this fun. But that'll be next time. Have a good one, folks.